Hi guys, thanks so much for stopping by. So today we'll be doing another fragrance review, and this is for Black Orchid by Tom Ford, Eau de Parfum. And I'm going to give you information from Fragrantica, and I will give you my review after I tested it on skin and on clothing or paper. So if you're interested, by the way, I do have other social media accounts or different platforms. Well, it will be in the description section, so do check that out. Also, I'm going to try to find the cheapest possible way for you guys to get this if you're interested down in the description section, so do check that out. It says here main accords are warm, spicy, earthy, woody, sweet, amber, patchouli, floral, chocolate, fruity, balsamic. And this was released or first launched back in 2006. And this is always so popular online, on YouTube. And I have smelled this before on department stores like Bloomingdale's, Neiman's. I don't think Macy's had this. Nordstrom, I think. I could be wrong. It could be just in like Bloomingdale's and Neiman's and Saks. Anyway, wow. The notes are overwhelming. So top notes: truffle, gardenia, blackcurrant, ylang-ylang, jasmine, bergamot, mandarin orange, Amalfi lemon. I have never seen truffle and Amalfi lemon as an ingredient for a fragrance, so that's pretty interesting. Orchid spices, just general spices, nothing specific. Gardenia, again. Fruity notes, nothing specific. Ylang-ylang, again, jasmine and lotus. Base notes: Mexican chocolate, patchouli, vanille, incense, I've never seen that either. Amber, sandalwood, vetiver, and white musk. This is such a raved perfume that I've always had to check myself and tell myself maybe I got a really bad batch every single time. So finally, I did it again. Finally, not really, but this is going to be the last time I'm going to test this thing because I'm sick and tired of having to be like disappointed about it. So anyway, I have my notes. So it starts off very interesting, and I can't really put my mind into words on how to describe it. It's just very interesting. Smells very beautiful, dark, sweet, but not gourmand sweet. It's like a dark sweetness. And I would think it's more of like maybe the Mexican chocolate in there, but that's not till the base though, so I don't really know. And it's very elegant, and it's sexy, but it's not very in your face sexy. It's like if this was a person at this stage, it's more of like this woman knows she's sexy, but she's not like in your face about it, you know? It's alluring. It's light yet dark. Light meaning the intensity, and the darkness is more of like the fragrance of it. I hope that makes sense. I can see this as a signature fragrance for someone that will really, really love this fragrance. It's very beautiful on my skin, and if you want to smell beautiful, elegant, luxurious, expensive, however, not very obvious. Like I said, it's not a very in-your-face fragrance. This would be it. It's a very it can be a signature fragrance day or night. You can definitely use this at any occasion. Usually, it's a bit contradicting for me. It's bold but not overpowering. It's light yet dark. You know what I mean? It has those kind of like polarizing things going on, but it works well together. It's sweet but not sickly or not gourmand, and after 2 hours I can barely smell it. So that was the first red flag for me. And I can barely smell it on my skin, but on my shirt it was okay. No, actually for both skin and my shirt I can barely smell it. And after maybe 10-20 minutes it somehow becomes stronger again on my skin, which is really weird. And it starts to turn into aquatic floral, which is a very, very, like I said, this is a contradicting, polarizing kind of fragrance. It bounces off, like it's all over the place. Smells aquatic floral, makes the floral very timeless and ageless. I've smelled a lot of other aquatic florals, and this is definitely a league of their own. Slightly exotic floral and aquatic, beautiful mix. Starts to turn masculine, and this is where the woody part comes from. That's why I'm very apprehensive in getting fragrances, and when I see the accords or the notes that has some kind of wood in there, it's just not for me. It becomes very masculine for me when it does that, and becomes masculine, and it's starting to turn to like the aquatic masculine. It kind of veers away from like the floral aquatic, which is more feminine. And I can smell it again on my clothing. 8 hours later, can't smell it on my skin. It becomes very spicy on my clothing. Reminds me of a guy's cologne. 10 and 11 hours later, the smell makes me gag on clothing, and there is no more smell on my skin. A lot of times from my research, they would say something like, if you can't smell it on your skin anymore, that means you can't smell it, but everybody else around you can smell it. That means the perfume picked you. And that usually is a lot of times, certain fragrances out there will pick you over you picking them. I remember someone telling me about like Chanel fragrances is the same. And if the Chanel fragrance works really well for your body chemistry, then it's picking you. You can never pick that fragrance, something like that. And I believe that was for number 5 and also Coco. The more signature, like classic fragrances of Chanel. And I think maybe Tom Ford fragrances is the same, because it's a very luxurious fragrance, don't get me wrong. It's not for me, but it's very luxurious. If you want to smell expensive, this is definitely for you. If you like that kind of woody, spicy, can teeter on kind of masculine, kind of not, a very polarizing fragrance that it just kind of smells like you're wearing 5 different fragrances in one day, then this would be it. It's, I tried this so many times. I think this is like my 3rd try to do it. I've even had a vial before years ago, and it's just not for me. And in the end, it has like this sickly floral smell to it that was making me gag, and I was so glad it wasn't sticking to that on my skin anymore, and that was just on my clothing. Just so you know, I do not, I have very sensitive skin, so I don't add fabric softener, like perfume stuff on any clothing that I have. And so that's why it's a very blank canvas when I try fragrances on my clothing, because there is no fragrance on any of my clothing due to my very sensitive skin. So for me, this is a dud. It's just not for me. I would give this, because the beginning of it was so beautiful, I would give this a 1 thumb up, and I would give this 2 out of 5 stars. It's just not for me. And it doesn't last very long. And it's so expensive for how long it lasts. I mean, if this lasted 12 to 14 hours, I wouldn't care what the price tag is, but it didn't last that long. So, yeah, it's not for me. If you guys have suggestions on other fragrances that you believe I might probably like, because I do not like this fragrance, and if you have watched my other fragrance reviews of my fragrance series, let me know which one I might prefer and which one I haven't really tested yet. If you guys can suggest that so that I can try and test it out too, for anybody out there aside from me that would be interested, because I'm doing this for me so I don't keep on repeating myself and trying out the same fragrance over and over again, and also for anybody there that's curious and not really going to get a blind buy. So thank you guys so much for the love and support and the suggestions. I'm going to go through them one by one, and I'll see you guys again next time. Also, don't forget, you guys are wonderful, beautiful people. Mental health is always very, very important, so please keep that in mind. Even if it's not for you personally, but for someone around you, please don't judge them. And I hope people around you don't judge you and just love you for you. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys again next time. Bye.